Hi folks! This week we are getting 3 new autofocus image lenses, actually 4, with the fourth lens being the Laowa 10mm 2.8, but this lens has been announced 1.5 months ago. What we're getting is finally a pre-order option for $799, but we are getting 3 new lenses from Sigma and Sony. I already told you about those 3 lenses. Sigma will announce the 500mm 5.6 and the 50mm 1.4 diagonal fisheye lens on February 21 at 2 a.m. in the night, Berlin time, which is my time. If you live in New York, that's February 20 at 8 p.m. And we will also get the Sony 24 to 50mm 2.8 G lens on February 21, I guess around 3 p.m. London time. I got some additional info about the Sigma lenses, which I'm going to share now. And I'm also going to tease you about what's coming next, because I'm starting to get more and more information about upcoming Sony announcements after the CP Plus show. It's going to be super interesting. So let's first kick off with the additional Sigma lens info. First of all, I saw some additional images of the 2 lenses that I cannot share, sadly, to protect the sources. They asked me to not share it, so I'm going to, of course, obey. But what I can tell you is that the diagonal lens, the 50mm 1.4, looks exactly like the Sigma 40mm 1.4, so the same kind of body of the lens, so the same size. The only change being the name of the lens, of course, and the front element, which is very curved because of the fisheye. That's really the only change. I don't have info about the pricing, but I guess it will be about the same. And regarding the 500mm 5.6 lens, I have to not so good news. As expected, it's limited to 15 frames per second. That's not Sigma's fault, that's Sony's fault. Sony is limiting the frame rate speed of third-party manufacturers. I don't know why they do it. I hope they will change it, because having a 500mm lens, which is ideal for wildlife and sports photography, that doesn't shoot over 15 frames per second, will be, for some, quite a deal breaker. While the autofocus works super well, I've been told, on the 500mm lens, the problem is also that it won't take teleconverters, so there is another limitation. And after all, I think the biggest limitation is the pricing, which is €3,500 or around $3,000. And I think that's a bit too high, considering that it's a very good lens. It's super lightweight, that's the probably main selling point, but it has limitation in frame rate and not taking teleconverters. So I don't think it will be a big success for Sigma. Moreover, the 2450 2.8G is coming on February 21. That's probably all we are getting. We are also getting that 5G device that has been announced in Japan, that will be announced in US and Europe too. But that's really all. But if you're disappointed, don't worry. Now comes the exciting part. Right after the CP Plus show, I'm going to share the first rumors about the next wave of Sony announcement. And I heard at least of 2, but probably 3 Sony announcements coming between March and June. So there will be a lot of stuff coming. Some is not exciting, like the ZV-E10 II. I already told you about this. Yeah, that's it. That's something that is not really interesting for my kind of audience, but it's a camera that sells for the masses. We are getting the 85 1.4G M2, that's for sure. But we are also, that's 100% confirmed, getting the WOW product. I was unsure about that, but last week I was able to confirm it. The WOW product is real, so I got some early hints back in December. I wasn't sure about it, and now I got the confirmation. So I will share the first info probably next week, so after the CP Plus show. I don't know when it will be announced, but it should be pretty soon after the CP Plus show. And why I'm not spilling out all the info yet, because I'm using the little info I know to double check the rumors I'm receiving from other sources. I'm still asking around for confirmation, and if other sources share information and they include that information that I know is true, then I know that also the rest of the rumor is correct. It's why I never shout out a rumor the minute after I get it. It's because I need to verify it first, but also use the information I know to increase the amount of sources and information I get. And so therefore next week I think it will be the right time to share the first info about the WOW product. What can I tell you about the WOW product? First of all, the NN3, for example, was also a sort of WOW product because it had a new kind of tech, but this was a very niche, expensive and also first generation kind of wow product that has some limitations, like a slightly drop in dynamic range, which I think is no big deal for sports photographers or filmmakers, so I'm not really worried about that. But it's not something that many of you are considering to buy. This new wow product, you will freaking love it. This is something that really, it will be expensive, but something that is of interest for many of you, and something that is not a first generation experiment from Sony. It will be something exciting for real. Sorry if I again tease you about the wow product without telling you what it is, but it's exciting because of two things. First, of the product itself that will be exciting, but also because it will be the first product, I think, of a new generation of products. So it will open a whole new lineup of products that I think are needed, and I think will draw a lot of interest on the Sony E-mount. Definitely. That's my opinion when I think about it. So we'll tease you when I will unveil this first product after the CP Plus show, so probably next week. I might do even a live about it so we can chat about it, and so I'm very excited about it. Regarding cameras coming after ZV-E10II, I still don't have confirmation about the A7S IV yet. There are some hints, and that's a very wild hint, so I don't have a final confirmation, that there might be some unexpected surprise. And I still don't know what, but there is some kind of fair chance that we're getting some surprise. I don't know if, for example, if it's a new RX full frame model or something like that, but something out of the box again could come also in the summer. But yeah, let's see. That's something still that I need time to work. One last thing. Today I also shared a new image of the Viltrox 135mm 1.8 full frame E-mount lens. This is the first Viltrox lab series lens, which means that it will be aimed to achieve the highest possible image quality. You can see the image here, and this lens is likely to be coming in spring. And I do believe Viltrox has the best chance to be the one Chinese manufacturer that can challenge the Japanese lens makers by making high quality lenses, but for a much more affordable price. And so I'm very curious about the 135 lens that they are going to announce, but also about the next E-mount lenses. It will be very interesting. Yeah, to wrap it up, definitely watch the CP Plus show announcement on sonyalpha.com. I told you already the dates for the Sigma and Sony announcement. I will make live stream events on sonyalpha.com. I will also soon after make probably a live event for the WOW product, and hopefully also get some more information about the next Sony products, because I know there are some exciting stuff coming. I'm also starting to get some information from other companies like Nikon, Panasonic, Canon, so forth. So count on me also to share some rumors about those companies as soon as I can. To not miss all those rumors, as usual, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and I see you soon, folks.